I'm late. It's 4:53, not 4 o'clock. But we got into doing a little bit of chores and we had to do a few errands. And now I'm just now getting dinner started. But that's okay because this dinner only takes about, I don't know, less than 20 minutes to prepare. So this is meatloaf that I have just made last week, if you remember, in a live. And I froze it. And now I'm gonna put my bun in here. And I gotta go run and open these and rinse them real fast because we're gonna make mashed potatoes with these. And this sandwich will have, we're also gonna make the gravy again because the gravy got eaten with the meatloaf. So I gotta make the gravy on here and I'm gonna make the mashed potatoes on here. And this cast iron, I'm gonna get everything warmed up. This will be toasted. This I'm gonna kind of sear just a little bit. This is meatloaf. Then I'm gonna sit it over and it'll keep it warm because cast iron holds its heat for a long time. Okay, let me grab another kettle. I gotta open these, rinse them twice or 3 times, and then I'll have, hey Binka, she'll hear me in just a second, come in here. I'll have her be my lovely assistant on this. And I will be right back after I open these. Okay, so these are open. I've rinsed them a few times. Let me turn this over. Yeah, buddy, it was about to get gone. So I'm gonna just kind of like sear off all sides on this. I gotta grab the potatoes out of the jar. There we go. So I'm gonna do the potatoes over here on another eye, but you guys know how to do mashed potatoes. Okay, grab the bun out. It's browned up. I'm gonna sit it right there to stay warm, and it'll go back in the other. Have you guys ever had a meatloaf sandwich? Let me see if I can see live chat. Okay. Hey, Nikki. Hey, you guys. Hey, Rising Swan. Okay, I'm turning this down to 2 so that I don't mess it up. So, to my pot of potatoes, I'm going to add about, that was a quarter potato, so I'm going to do about a half a cup of milk and about a half a stick of butter. Be right back. Okay, so for these, adding half a stick of butter to the bottom, I'm just heating everything up. Or, sorry, that was a half a cup of milk, not a half a stick of butter. That's how tired I am, guys. Now I'm just gonna get, you know, a good amount of butter out of my butter dish and put in with those potatoes. I'm gonna keep turning this. It's almost done, and I'll move the mashed potatoes over here. Okay, so let me move those. And I'm gonna toss the bun back into this pan on top of the meatloaf so it doesn't burn. but stays warm. Okay, so now mashed potatoes. I gotta add some salt and some pepper. If you're not canning potatoes, I promise you, you should be. Because, you know, your potatoes that you grow only, you know, they'll overwinter. You might, at the top, get 6 months. If you put them in a jar, you get at least 18, if not more. These are 2 years old. Okay, I ask a question. Has anybody ever had a meatloaf sandwich? So after we make these mashed potatoes, we're going to make the gravy that goes on top of this. It's kind of like an open face sandwich. Some people call it a chuck wagon sandwich. And I don't know another name for it, but it's gonna be yummy. So it'll have the mashed potatoes on the bottom against the bread. It will have, hey, you know what would help? What if I turn the eye back on? It will have mashed potatoes on the bottom against the bread, then the meatloaf on top of it, and then I call it gravy. It's not really gravy, it's a sauce over top of it. And I'll have these done in way under an hour, probably, hopefully, less than 30 or 40 minutes. I gotta make sure that I don't lose charge though, so I gotta go grab my charger really quickly out of the vehicle. I will be right back because it's just out my kitchen door. Ta-da, charger. I told you guys, I'm not fancy. I'm never gonna be fancy. Nothing's ever gonna be like a real cooking show around here. We're just doing our best, okay? And nothing is perfect. And I need to put on an apron so I don't get nothing on my dress. Let me go grab one. There we go. Now I'm all better. I'm gonna try to get to see the live chat. I gotta add paper to this, and I told the story, I guess, yesterday about how my grandmother's pepper grinder, I dropped it. It broke, but not badly enough that I needed to toss it, but it's bad enough that I can't grind pepper with it anymore, so it's over in the hutch. So I'm gonna have to get another one. So I'm gonna have to use pre-ground pepper. Okay, when I make mashed potatoes from home canned potatoes, is it just a matter of heating them up? Nope, you just heat them up. They're already cooked in the jar. If you really needed to, you could totally eat them raw, like not raw, but eat them straight out of the jar without heating them at all. Anything that you've canned at home, you can do that way. Okay, I gotta tell you guys something. These are looking just a little bit runny to me. Y'all are about to see a cheat. And if you tell anybody, I'll deny it. They'll have to come and watch the video to see that I really did this. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of dry instant potatoes to this to thicken it up. I'll be right back. And normally I don't have that issue. I would just add another quart of potatoes, but I don't really want to. And this will work just fine. If you ever make mashed potatoes and they're a little runnier than you planned them to be, there's your secret. 2 tablespoons. Sometimes it takes 3. Is generally the right amount to fix your boo-boo. See, it's already fixed. And freeze-dried potato or instant potatoes are just freeze-dried potatoes that have been ground. They're potato flakes. They're real. There's no other ingredient. It's perfectly fine. I promise. Nobody's gonna know. How would they know? Literally nobody's gonna know. Okay. You've never had a meatloaf sandwich, Brandy? They're just so easy because I make the meatloaf and I have to make 2 meatloaves, and I'm not eating meat right now, so it was only B and Mark eating it. See how perfect that made it? Just 2 tablespoons of freeze-dried potatoes. Okay, so there was plenty left over. Next up, I gotta grab my other kettle. Yes, ma'am. Okay, here we go. Now we're gonna make the sauce and we're almost done. Where's my garlic? Secret, you don't have to peel your garlic to run your garlic through a garlic press. I gotta grab another clove. Where's the fabric? I thought it was in the pantry. I thought I saw it in there. Okay, so I'm just gonna crush this into here. Get it all out. There. All right. Then I'm gonna add butter. We're gonna use the rest of this. Okay. And I'm gonna put it on low heat because I'm just trying to bring this to fragrant. I gotta grab a little salt. Salt. And normally I put thyme in this, but I'm not going outside right now. So instead, I'm going to use a little bit of dry thyme. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, listen. I've told you guys a million times I don't actually measure anything. This is truly how I do it. So there, I'm going to put a little more. So that's probably like, this will be a whole teaspoon. And that's probably about half a stick of butter. And then that was 2 cloves of garlic and a pinch of salt. Now, I just want to get this to be fragrant. I'm going to move it back so I don't get in trouble with my phone for overheating. You should smell it. I wish you guys could smell it. It smells so good in here. Did you find it, Bank? Right behind the door. Look right there. Do you see a bag with the stuff? Did you find it? Sorry. That's it. People live in my house. Let me see. Go look on the bed in your brother's bedroom. Okay. But that is the iron thing.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay. Sorry. She's doing a craft. So I'm just softening this up. I don't want to brown the garlic. Brown garlic is bitter a little bit, so I don't ever do that. And I'm going to show you guys another secret that I have that I tell nobody. My bun. Brush it. I'm just brushing it with this garlic and thyme butter. Still going to make my sauce. Still plenty there. But it's also going to have that flavor in the bread. Trust me. Okay, now this is self-rising flour. And I just want to put enough in. That was probably like 2 teaspoons. So I'm going to go in. It'll probably take a tablespoon, so here goes the rest. Okay. You see this? I'm making a roux with it. And right now, I'm just cooking the flour taste out of the flour. Does that make sense? I promise, if you have leftover meatloaf, you need to do this. Did I keep my butter in the fridge? No, it's not. It's it sits on the table in this. Nikki always has a jar of instant potatoes. But that butter wasn't cold. It was just, I guess it's kind of chilly in here today. I guess it's probably about 67 in my house right now. Because it is hot. Okay. Beef bone broth. In. We put this over. That is it. Now, coming back with my whisk. And I'm just going to thicken this up, okay? I promise this is so good. Binks. Taste.
It smells good.
I know, it smells so good, doesn't it? Hallelujah. Yes, that is wonderful, y'all.
Where does this go?
I don't know. You probably don't want to have that right here, though. Do you guys want Brooklyn to show you what she's doing when she starts doing it?
Put it on the pocket? Or?
That, or maybe do one there and something else up there.
Okay, these are going to be stitches.
I know, but maybe do Lilo here
Okay.
and stitch there, and maybe like some Hawaiian flowers there.
Okay.
She's painting some characters on some little bibs for my nieces. She's doing Lilo and Stitch today. I told her she needs to start doing this live. She said she would next time. Okay, so I need to turn this up so that it comes to the simmer. Then we're going to put this whole sando together, guys. And my kettle's a little bit small for my eye. There we go. So I just want to bring it, see, now it's turning lighter. That's because the flour is blooming. And it'll start to thicken now. Somebody asked me if they could replace all-purpose into this recipe to make the gravy, and I honestly do not believe that you can. I think that it has to be self-rising so the flour will bloom and thicken everything up. But I'm not sure because I don't use all-purpose flour for making any type of gravy ever. If you're allergic to flour, you could use cornstarch to do this very same job. Ah, there we go. Now it's thickening up. Also, this is not the same process that you use to make breakfast gravy. We're going to make that together Friday so that the world can understand how you should be making breakfast gravy, because I've never seen it made correctly on social media. Okay, that's thickened up. I'm going to thicken it just another minute longer. Yes. There we go. And there's a saying in my house, just in case y'all are interested in really knowing what I'm really like. That when mom's making gravy, can't nobody be in the kitchen and better nobody talk. All right, there we go. Let me grab a plate and I'm gonna plate this up. Okay, first up, the butter basted, the thyme garlic butter basted bread. Next up, potatoes. Just like so. And you can do as much or as little meatloaf as you want. As much or as little mashed potatoes as you want. I'm doing it like this. Like this. And then, let me grab a hot hand. Voila. There you go, guys. Meatloaf sandwich. Let me know if you make it too. and how you like it. We have leftovers, and I always try to remake leftovers into something different than what it was the first time, because nobody likes to eat the same food over and over, but food is not allowed to go to waste in our house. All right. So I'm looking at my timer here, and we're at 20 minutes and 23 seconds. Therefore, I made this whole meal in under 30 minutes. You can do it. Have meatloaf one day, freeze the leftovers, wait 2 or 3 days till they're past that they just had meatloaf. Then make meatloaf sandwiches with your leftovers. That's what we do every single time. And it is always a hit. Okay, I gotta finish making the rest of these because my man will be in here in about 30 minutes and he will come in hungry. So I'll catch you guys on the flip side. I'm so glad that you joined me today. And this will be available as a live on our YouTube for eternity. If you want to come back to it, you have to click the live tab on our profile. So be sure that you like, share it if you feel like you can't, feel led to do so. Comment and subscribe and turn on notifications so you can see all of our other recipes too. Let me grab what's tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna make beef roast, and that'll be made in the crock pot. So we'll start that in the morning. And we're gonna have roasted potatoes and a salad. So I'll come live on Instagram in the morning to start the beef roast and show you guys how I do that. And then we'll probably have mashed potatoes instead of baked potatoes tomorrow, because we're gonna have mashed potatoes leftovers today. And I'll come live and we'll plate it up and make the salad together and make a homemade dressing. All right, I'll catch you on the flip side. I'm so glad that you came and joined us. Thank you guys.